Greetings viewers, this is Montomava coming at you with another video. Today we're going to continue the review for the Figuarts Standard Amplified Blue Eyes White Dragon from Bandai. In this video, I will go over each of its individual parts to give a much more detailed description review of them. So without further ado, let's get started. To start off, the head of the Blue Eyes White Dragon, it's very detailed, and of course it just kind of goes with the Figuarts Standard Amplified line. They always give a much more detailed version of the character. A good example of this would be the Digimon markers I built some time ago. So in case you want to see those, be sure to view my channel. But they were the same Figuarts Standard Amplified line, just the character with, I would say, sharper edges, a little bit more detail, stuff like that. In this case, it's no different. So you can see here, the face has very nice detail underneath the eyes here. There's a lot of very sharp edges on top of his head. Okay, not too sharp, but definitely here on his sides here of the mouth. And even the teeth are a little bit sharp too. So that is also very good. One thing about this kit that they came with some wire, and I was a little bit concerned about how that's going to turn out, just because I used wire for the Figuarts Standard Amplified Machinedamon, which of course you can see that 3-part review on that kit on my channel. But the wires used for that kit wasn't that bad, and this one I would say it's the same. And the wire actually, part of it is actually in the neck. So to give a much more, to give you an example of that, the neck can just move like side to side. And it's not terrible. I wouldn't say it's not bad. Actually, I would say that the articulation of the neck is actually pretty strong. Maybe due because of that wire. So, very good thing there. On the sides here, a little bit sharp here. It has some clear plastic here, some clear parts. And I was going to say it's a nice little touch. Yeah, I thought I would hate it, but actually it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Now, in terms of articulation, I always showed the neck can move a little bit and the mouth can move. Just so slightly, and even the tongue can move, which is actually kind of nice. Bandai didn't need to do that, but you know what? It works well. And that's it for the head. Next is the body of the kit, and there's actually not too much to say about the body. Just that there's a lot of sharp edges on its back, on its underside. So again, like this kit, I really am surprised with so many pointy, sharp edges that comes with this kit. But you know what? It works. It really shows that standard amplified, aesthetic. So it definitely works on that. But yeah, it actually is fine. There's some clear parts on a part of this. I'm gonna say those are the legs actually. So I had it backwards. So this is where the legs are supposed to be. This is the arms and the wings and the head and tail. But yeah, it's actually kind of nice. In terms of articulation, unfortunately that's as far as can go until everything is fully assembled. But one thing I do want to show here is that there's actually a couple points, a couple parts here that can be removed with different parts. So the first one I will show is this one, which is on the back side, in between the, I would say the thighs of the thighs of the legs. So just take that piece off, and you put this piece on, backwards. And it is supposed to go through here. I promise. There we go. Just gonna finagle a little bit. So this piece here, as you can see, is a connection port, which is for the action base, which I will show momentarily. But yeah, there's a piece there you can add, and also on the underside, this piece can be removed. And grab the other one. And there's another connection piece that comes with this kit, like so. So you can either have it on the top or bottom of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So nice little thing they did there. They didn't need to, but kind of nice. And next piece is the tail, and this is actually one of my favorite parts of this kit is the tail, just because they're just all these jagged edges here. It's actually kind of nice. It to me, it kind of shows like a reptilian look. And also this is a dragon, and I would say the many parts in like dragon folklore, if you will, they believe dragons are reptilian, very scaly. So this actually works best for this kit. But yes, it's a very nice reptilian look and very scaly. And just like the neck, this also has wire in it. So there's actually a few ways for this to articulate. But the best way is just up like that, or down. It can go side to side, but fortunately it cannot stay in that place. Not for long. I think that's the best it can do. But still, it's actually kind of nice that each one of these can move individually. That is, if can work well with the wire. But still, though, it's a nice little mechanic there. Next are the arms, and the arms I would say is probably the one part of this kit that really surprised me the most. I would say add a little bit more detail in the arms than other parts of the body, just because in the show and in Yu-Gi-Oh, the Blue Eyes White Dragon didn't really have spikes on the shoulders, did not really have spikes on the elbow. Now, yes, this is much more spiky, if you will, but just this to me like just stand out the most. I mean, I know the body and tails look more scaly and spiky, but still, though, I feel like this, to me, this shows more. Like this piece is here on the shoulder and the elbow, like sticks out more. Whereas the spikes on the body and tail kind of like molds in a little bit. It seems like everything is quite proportioned. Nothing really sticks out because it melds well. But this one, not too much. But other than that, though, it's kind of nice. One thing I forgot to mention about this kit, though, is that the colors are pretty nice. I'm thankful that it's not white, if that makes sense. It's more like a very glossy, light grayish, maybe a tint of blue in there, white for this kit. So I do like that. And also he has some clear parts too, so pretty nice. In terms of articulation, the hand can move all around. It can move ever so slightly, like so. Elbow bend, pretty nice. And this can move around too, and I think that's as much as I can show you until it is attached to the body. Next up are the legs, and the legs that actually, personally, I don't think not much has changed from the way how the Blue Eyes White Dragon is normally shown compared to this. The only thing is maybe the feet just tad more pointy, and this little spike on the back of the leg. Other than that, not too bad. I kind of like the fact that for the upper leg here, the thigh, if you will, they make it very muscular. So you can see the quadriceps here, the hamstrings. So it's actually pretty nice that they added that detail to this. But yeah, it's actually that's about it. So in terms of articulation, Nice little knee bend there, and has fully extended. A little bend there as well. The feet are not individually articulated, so it just moves at the base here, right around the ankle, and this can go all around. That's about it for legs. And next up are the wings, and I would say the wings are definitely the one part that stands out the most for this kit. But personally, I actually find the wings just a little bit annoying actually putting together. So as I'm shown during the unboxing of this kit, these parts came with the kit, which of course are for the wings, but they didn't really tell you properly how to install the wings to these pieces. So to give you a good idea, it kind of starts off with from here where my finger's at all the way to the end here. Now all these are split parts, so there are 2 pieces here, 2 pieces here, 2 pieces here. Now ignore this part for the moment, but so if you were to split these pieces here, so that way, and just ignore these parts for right now. These come in after the wing is installed properly. But if you would split the wings in half, the wings actually need to go inside of this top part. Whereas the directions didn't really specify that. They just say just insert it and put the other piece on top. So you really need to be careful. There's like a little lip you can put the wing underneath, but the wing, it can be moved very easily whenever you're trying to install this next part here. So do be very careful with that, because I had to open this up again and fix it, because this was not pressing firmly when I was putting these pieces together. I didn't notice until the entire wing was done, and I noticed there was a little lip there. So I had to disassemble and reassemble, and unfortunately I could not get this one flush. So the reason why you see a little bit of space here where my fingernails at is because I did not put this wing piece there's like a little slit inside there, and you don't normally see it at first. It's more so you just gotta be careful. And again, the instructions didn't really specify how to properly install these parts. They just say, like I said, put this piece in the ring part, and then put the other piece that coincides with these pieces here. So just be very careful with that. But with all that being said, though, again, the wing is one of my favorite parts of this kit. I did mention that the body is very spiky, and I did enjoy that. But the wings, of course, stands out very clearly for obvious reasons. And they definitely make the wings very different than how the Blue Eyes White Dragon is. But again, Amplified line, it kind of goes with the territory, and I really do like it. So I love the way how this looks. And so with that being said, there's another little detail here, a little bit more like spiky edges here, clear part there. The one downside, I'll say this, is the wings cannot really move that much. Aside from when this is connected to the body, yeah, you can move a little bit there on that articulation point, but aside from this one, and it can only move ever so slightly, that's about it. These do not open at all. So I would say that's a really big downside. It's kind of hoping that the wings can just fold even a little bit would have been great. But unfortunately, this kit does not do that. But I cannot deny it. The aesthetic, the look of the wings, do indeed stand out. And the last part that comes with this kit is the action base. Now, as you can see here, there's a few different points here, the action base. Now, I want to add, the instructions only shows how to build the base and this part. The only reason why I put these pieces here is because with this kit, there's actually a good number of extra pieces here that I can actually make a few other things. Now, I was able to make this one and this one. As for what I can use them for, I am unsure at the moment, but hopefully when I put this together, I'll be able to figure out something for these two pieces here. But aside from that, another piece can actually a couple more pieces can go through here. Is actually this long piece and this piece. So they can also be used for this articulation piece here, the stand, if you will. But yeah, that's about it. It's actually a nice little base too. It's very sturdy, and luckily all these can move independently. I am a little bit concerned about this piece because it kind of reminds me of some pieces I build for the MoreStorm Iron Man kits. Be sure to check those out because whenever I build these, after some time, they are so brittle that they break. So I'm hoping this piece does not break, even though the instructions never say anything about this. I prefer it don't break. That's just personal preference. So the other thing I want to add is there's a piece here that in case you have another type of action base here, you can attach it here and maybe you can have 2, 3, maybe 4 different figures on stands. So that's kind of nice. But aside from that, this can move ever so slightly. This can move. Has a few points of articulation. That's pretty nice. This one here, if actually that one doesn't move as much as it should, but if you just move this okay, see, that one is only allowing me to move freely. Unsure why. Oh, I know why. Forgive me. The reason why these are not moving properly is because there is a latch here. You need to take this out. Now this can move freely. And also you can move this latch here, move that out, and now you can move this ever so freely. So this is basically a lock. And the same thing goes with this piece there. But yeah, that's about it for the action base. Thank you all for watching this second part of this review for the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm looking forward to fully assemble this and really see how this shines from my perspective. And yeah, definitely looking forward to that and giving the final part of this review, basically stating the good, the bad, everything else in between, and seeing if this is a kit worth getting. But from what I can tell, it looks a bit promising. But one more video before we find out. So with that being said, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more video updates. The social links are down below. Be sure there are 2 videos here, one that YouTube picked out and one is the most recent one, which is the unboxing of this kit. So once again, thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on building.